Welcome! In this video, we're going to do a solo playthrough of Dungeons & Dragons Tyrants of the Underdark board game. So down at the table, started most of the setup, so typically this is a 2 to 4 player game. But Michael Kelly over at the One Stop Co-op Shop has developed a solo variant that we are going to attempt here. So for our setup, we've got the game board out. Since we're just playing 2 players, myself and the AI, we'll just be using the center of the board, so the areas in between the dashed line, so not the outer edges. Hence why I put our market deck or board over so far. For the rest of the board, got our site tokens out here for control and total control. In the areas of the board that has that symbol, we're going to put our neutral factions. I'll be first player. For the market board, we've got our House Guard, Priestess, and Insane Outcast out there. And for the 2 decks I'll be mixing up together, it's going to be the Drow or Drow, depending on how you like to pronounce it, and Demons. So Demons, Drow, and Dale is what we're doing here. So try to shuffle this thick stack of cards and see how well that goes for me. So we got those somewhat mixed up. And try to put them in here. Then we're going to set out 6. So our starting market deck, got a couple succubuses, Orcus, Drow Negotiator, Etten, and Information Broker. So they've got their name, their cost to purchase, their aspect, which is what the AI uses for their turns, special ability. These pips down here let you know how many of those are in the deck, so we're seeing both of them right now. Victory points at the end of the game if they're in our deck, and victory points if we've promoted them out of our deck. So we'll place those in the market. And I chose blue and red, hoping they would be good colors to show up on screen. So on our player board, shows where we put our deck, discard pile, trophy hall, and barracks. So I've got my barracks and trophy hall off to the side. Then our turn order is listed on here. So in any order, we can play a card. For a power, deploy a troop, 3 power, assassinate a troop, or 3 to return an enemy spy. Then we can recruit a card for any amount of influence, and I'll call money throughout this, equal to its cost. Gain VP for your site control markers, so these 3 up the center. Discard your played cards in hand and then draw 5 cards. So that's our turns. And we start with 7 nobles and 3 soldiers. So as with most deck builders, give this a shuffle. We're going to draw 5. Whenever we need to draw cards and can't, we will reshuffle our discard pile and form a new deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get our starting hand here. 2 soldiers and a couple nobles. So the AI in this is not going to take turns kind of like us. So for its setup, we can play easy, normal, or hard. I'm going to attempt normal just to show how bad it can go. Basically, we're using Insane Outcasts and starting player cards just to show how good of a turn we're going to have. We're going to start with 7 Insane Outcasts, 7 starters. So we've got those set up like so. And basically, depending on our turn, we're going to discard one of those cards. If it's an Insane Outcast, we're going to devour 3 cards, then use the aspects to determine what's next. Then when we get down to the starter, we discard 2, and then if we don't have any to discard, we just do 1. And then depending on the number of cards per aspect type, it's going to do different abilities, and we'll just go through those as we get going with the game. And for the most part, when it is placing spies and troops out on the board, it's trying to go for the most expensive thing it can get to. Except for setup, it's just going to be random. We will just start over here. We'll roll a d6 to see where they're starting. We'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So starting down here, I have victory points off to the side. And with that, we are pretty much ready to get started. So like I said, I'll be first player. The game will end when either of us go through all of our troops or we've gone through the market deck. We will each have the same amount of turns. So The game ends on our AI's turn. We're done. If it ends on our turn, the AI gets one more since we are going first. So starting the game, looking at our hand, we have 2 power and 3 influence. 2 power, pretty much all we can do is put some troops out on the board. So we'll do that. I'm going to go with the negotiator here. So if there are 4 more cards in your inner circle, we're going to gain 3 money, period. And at the end of the turn, promote another card played this turn. And basically when we promote a card, it's going to our inner circle, which is going to be victory points for us at the end of the game. So hopefully that's going to help us cull our deck. Shift cards down and replace. Draw our next 5 cards. Then the AI is going to go. Well, we know the top 7's Insane Outcast. So it's going to devour 3 cards. These will shift down. So we have 1 Conquest, 1 Guile, 1 Malice. We're going to resolve those in order going down. So the Guile, remove an Ultima Spy to place a troop at their site. And if not, place a spy if it can't place a troop. And the best spot on the board is up here, so that's where it's placing a spy. We have a Malice, so assassinate 1 white troop. So they're next to this one, so that's going to be 1 victory point. We have Conquest, deploy 2 troops. So they're going to finish building this space up to get total control. And then we don't have any ambition, so nothing happens there. Then refill the market. And that's how the AI's turn goes. So for me, I've got 1 power. We'll get total control there. Then we have 4 money. I'm going to keep going with promoting. So we're going to get an advocate there. So we can choose one, basically get 2 money, or at the end of the turn, promote another card we played. And that fills up with a bounty hunter. And then for another 2, we'll go with a priestess. And that ends our turn, so no cards to draw. Shuffle our discard pile to form a new deck. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we got the negotiator and the priestess and some nobles. AI goes. Insane Outcast means we devour 3 cards. Move those down. Conquest, Guile, and Malice. So once again, the Guile, we remove a spy to place a troop. Which, more than happy to get that. Well, they're happy, me not so much. Malice, assassinate a white troop. It's going to want to take these guys out. Conquest to deploy 2 troops and no ambition. So deploying 2 troops. It now has more troops than the other, so it's just gained control. And with this, since it doesn't use money, that means a victory point. All right, refill our market. All right, we do not have 4 more cards in our inner circle, but at the end of the turn, we're going to promote another card we played. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 money. And I'm liking to look at this one. Choose one, deploy 4 troops, or supplant a white troop anywhere on the board. So in supplanting, we basically take that troop off the board and put one of our pieces in there. Then because of the negotiator, we are going to promote. So this guy is going to our, well, back home. It's going to provide us a victory point at the end of the game, which is kind of what this is replicating over here. Discard those, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Moves down and replace. So AI, devouring 3 cards. So this game is, or looks like it's going to go quick. This is my first time playing through it. I watched One Stop co-op shop play through it with Michael Kelly, so it looked fairly easy. So we've got a guile, ambition, and malice. Guile, replacing a spy. Well, this is where it wants to go. Malice, assassinating a white troop. No conquest. Ambition means gains 2 victory points. Oh, and that gains it 1 more. All right, so we can have 2 power and 2 money and promote another card, or 4 money. I kind of like the 4 money. Choose an opponent. He or she recruits an insane outcast. So when we do that, we're just going to take an insane outcast, put it on top of their deck. So they're going to have one of their worst turn they can have. And then at the end of the turn, promote another card we played. So there's our money we spent. Then we can put out 2 troops. And we're going to go this way. See if we can fight for this spot. So 3 cards. Then we'll shuffle and get 2 more. AI, outcast. 3 cards get devoured. 3 conquests. That's not good. Deploying 7 troops. Maybe I should have bought some different things. Well, he wants to finish up here getting this 5. Then it can go that way to 4, or down here it's coming down to 3. So I think he wants to go this direction. Bring those out, and it gets a victory point for that, so we'll trade these in for a big 5. It's a nice way of letting us know how bad we're losing, 8-1. So we're going to play this, deploy 4 troops, or supplant a white troop anywhere on the board. I think we will supplant. We'll take that victory point, though. Then we have 2. We'll come down and take that spot. And then 2 money. Get that. Deploy 2 troops and choose an opponent with a troop adjacent to at least one of them. He or she recruits an insane outcast. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So noble, or sovereign, noble, negotiator, and Lolith. So over here, insane outcast, devouring 3. Let's see, we've got 2 ambition and a guile. So the guile, it wants to remove a spy and place a troop, but there's no room for it, so it's going to place another spy. And things will go better if I actually use the right troops. And that's where it wants its spy to go. 2 ambition is going to be 4 victory points. Plus that, so it's getting another 5. So I don't think I've got an engine built. All right, we have our negotiator. We don't have 4 more cards over here, so we're promoting at the end of the turn. We're going to choose an opponent. They're going to recruit an insane outcast, and then we can promote another card played this turn. We end up with 4 money. We're going to spend 2. So Spy Master allows us to place spies. See what pops out. Can't get that, so we're going to get another priestess. Promoting a noble. End her turn. Shuffle and draw one. Draw Negotiator. Over here, got an Insane Outcast, the Devouring 3. So Ambition, Guile, Guile. So it wants to remove a spy and place a troop, but can't. Actually, with 2, remove a spy to supplant a troop at their site. So it would prefer to supplant down here. The ambition is 2 victory, so getting 3. Yep, not going good for us. All right, we do not have 4, but we'll promote at the end of the turn. We're definitely going to get 1 for that. So we will start going this way. Then I can get either 2 or 4. And if I do 2, I get to promote twice. We'll go with the 2 for some money. And then promoting twice. So now we've got cards in there to help our negotiator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then over here, Devour 3. 2 Malice and an Ambition. So the 2 Malice, assassinate a troop, any color, or return a spy. Well, I feel like it wants to... this is more victory points. It wants to get that as its main concern right now. Ambition is 2 victory points. 3 victory points. You're going to choose an opponent. He or she recruits an Insane Outcast, and then we're promoting at the end of the turn. We're going to deploy 2 troops, then choose an opponent with a troop adjacent to at least one of them. He or she recruits an Insane Outcast. So we're going to put a troop here and there. And because of that, gets another Insane Outcast. And we have 2 power and 2 money. I guess we will move north. And the 2 money, get a priestess. And we get to promote. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And over here, we've got an Outcast. 3 cards. These move down. Malice, Conquest, and Ambition. Malice is assassinate a white troop, which I think they want up here. Conquest is deploying 2. So once that, and I think that. Then 2, 3 more victory points. All right, got a broker, chosen of Loth, and a master. Oh, wait. It's on the other side. So it's the way he has it in this, it gets a VP +1, so that's another 3 victory points. We got to do something about that. Like placing a spy. Flip that back over. Then we're going to supplant a white troop anywhere on the board. which will get us this, which gets us an extra money. So we have 5 money. We're going to pick this one up, choose to place 2 spies, or return one of your spies to get 4 power. Found a noble. Shuffle for 4 more. All right, negotiator, soldier, noble, and an advocate. Then we've got an outcast, losing 3. Guile and 2 ambition. So they want to remove a spy to place a troop, but they don't have room. So they're going to place a spy over there. I'm choosing that because it's got 4 victory points and there's room to place a troop, as to where that one doesn't. And that's just my assumption to play the best I can for the bad guys over here. The 2 ambition is going to be 4 victory points, 5 victory points. Not good. We're getting whooped. All right, we have 4 more cards in our inner circle. So we gain 3 money and we get to promote a card. We only have 1 power. We'll move up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. We'll go with the information broker. See what pops out. Got a spell spinner, and then we're going to go with another advocate. Oh, this doesn't go there. Those move down. And we get to promote 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I did have an extra money. All right, over here. An outcast. Bring those over. 2 malice and a guile. So it's going to remove a spy, place a troop. And the 2 malice, assassinate a troop any color or return a spy. Well, it definitely wants to return this spy. So it can flip that over. So it's going to get 3 victory points. Or actually 4 victory points. I think I might have missed one earlier. Gets a victory point for that, and that +1. So we'll throw in another victory point in case I missed one earlier. Just learning, showing off the game. I do like his decisions here. Instead of actually trying to play out what this AI would do, this seems like a good system. So thanks, Mr. Kelly. So back to our turn. All right, we're going to play that to place 2 spies. 1 is going up there. And I think we'll jump over here. Then I'm going to supplant a troop anywhere on the board. We'll be supplanting here, which will give us total control. No, it won't. Silly spy. Then choose an opponent to get an outcast, then we'll be promoting. Then placing a spy. And then 2 money. Next 3 money. We'll go for the blackguard. Then we have to promote another card. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. insane outcast. So 2 conquest and a guile. See, the spies it has out can't place a troop, so it's going to place a spy. And guess we're going up here for the 4. 2 conquest is 4 troops. Let's put 2 there. And 3 and 3, but this one doesn't have much resistance, so head in that direction. And 1 victory point. All right, deploy 2 troops. Then choose an opponent with a troop adjacent to at least one of them. They get an insane outcast. So we got a spy at this location. We'll go this direction, adjacent there, insane outcast. Then we've got a power. We will try to contest. We got a spy there, so we can just place that. Then we have 5 money. I'm going to go with a mercenary squad. Lets us deploy 3 troops. So we've got 2 left. Actually, we've got 3 left. Yep, that looks good. All right, 1. So that was the priestess. Shuffle and get 4 more cards. One, 2, 3, 4. Lilith, a broker, a mag tree, and an advocate. Then over here, insane outcast. Two ambition and a guile. All right, spies can't bring any out. So the next spy doesn't make sense since it's right next to there. So we'll place it there. The 2 ambition is 4 victory points plus 1. All right, so here we're going to return a spy to draw 3 cards. Sorcerer, Soldier, and Gibbering Mother. So that is deploy 2 troops, and for adjacent to an enemy, get an insane outcast. 1, 2. So outcast. We will supplant a white troop. Then with 1 power, place 1. Start working on that. All right, we're going to return one of our spies. Don't need that guy anymore. That's going to get us plus 4 power. We're going to use 3 of that power to return that spy. And then 1 there. So we have total control here. This gets us an extra money. So I'm going to use this to promote. So we've got 5 money because of that. We'll go with an infiltrator. And a priestess. Then we're promoting 1 card. We get a victory point. Look at that. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then over here, insane outcast. Getting rid of those. So guile, malice, and ambition. Let's see, spy, return that to place a troop. Malice, assassinate a white troop. I want to get rid of that one. And then gain 2 victory points, 3 victory points. So we'll swap those in for a 5. 1, 2, and 3. Negotiator's going to get us 3 money, and we're promoting. We are going to place a spy. We'll go up there. Deploy 3 troops. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to have 3, 4 money. We'll pick up a Jackalware. Choose one, place a spy, or return a spy for 2 power and 2 money. And we get a victory point. And we're promoting one of our cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So over here, a noble. Okay, we're out of those. So now we're just devouring 2 cards. So we've got 2 conquest, a malice, and an ambition. Malice wants to assassinate a white troop. 2 conquest is putting in 4 troops. So 1 there for sure. 1 there. And I guess he's going to work his way down. Then a victory point. And the ambition. It's going to be 3 victory points. And for our turn, choose an opponent and let them have an insane outcast. We also promote at the end of the turn. We'll get 2 money. Choose an opponent. They get an insane outcast. So we've got 3 money to play with. And we'll play that to assassinate a troop. Play that to bring in a troop. And that to promote another card. So with our 3 money, bring in a house guard. And we're promoting 2 cards, where the soldier is definitely going to be 1. And we're going to use, let's see, assassinating. Those are too nice. And that's been working well. So use this one to promote another card, which will be our advocate. And then shuffle. And get 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Negotiator, Loth, Sovereign, the Squad, and Loth. Over here, we've got an Outcast. So 2 Malice and a Guile. So it's got that spy and that spy. No places to bring it in, so this spy is going to go over here. Oh, that doesn't make sense. We'll bring it down to this one. And the 2 Malice, assassinate a troop or return a spy. Oh, it wants to return this spy, so we can flip this over. So it's getting 1, 2, 3, 4 victory points. All right, so that's going to get us 3 money and promote at the end of our turn. Choose an opponent. Insane Outcast. Promote at the end of our turn. Deploy 3 troops. Now, one, two, three. Then we're going to end up with 5 money, which we're going to go with this one. Then we have to promote 2 cards. Get a victory point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would go down. Got an outcast, so devouring 3. 1 guile, 2 ambition. Spies aren't helping, so it's going to put 1 out. Actually, probably would have put it there last turn. That would have prevented us a victory point. We'll take that off. And 2 ambitions, going to be 4 victory points. So 4, 5, 8. And we might want to end this thing soon. But if we supplant it, oh, that's a white troop. That's not as cool. I was hoping to supplant up there. So we're going to deploy 4 troops instead. One, 2, 3, 4. Place a spy. Deploy 2 troops. Then for next to someone, put in an insane outcast. So we put 1 there and there. Then we're going to promote at the end of the turn, and with that, we'll get 3 money, which we'll get for that. So we get to promote a card. I'm going to go with that one. We get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over here, we've got an insane outcast. So a guile and 2 conquest. So it's placing a spy right there. 2 conquest is 4 troops. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1 victory point. Fill out 3. I'm going to play that to assassinate a troop. Then bring in 2 of our guys. So this is our last round. He will get 1 more. We'll just put this guy up here. We're going to return 1 of our spies to draw 3 cards. All right. So we'll play that to return 1 of our spies to get 2 power and 2 influence. Then we're going to place a spy if another player's troop is at that site, gain a power. So he's going right back out. That's going to give us 3 power to beat this spy up, which will flip that over. That gets us 2 money. Choose an opponent. They get an insane outcast. So money-wise, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll spend 5 there. And then with the other 2, Then we're going to place 2 spies. And no promotions, so we are done. So over here, got an outcast, devoured, 2 conquest and a malice. Malice is assassinate a white troop. And the 2 conquest is bring out 4 troops. Actually, I don't think he could have assassinated that one. Their spies don't work that way. So it would have been this one. Then he's trying to bring out... So he can't bring those out, so it's just going to turn those into victory points. So that's going to be 3 more victory points. And that's going to be the end of the game. So for in-game scoring, at the end of the game, use the score pads to tally the VP, or not. We're going to get the VP value for each site you control, 2 VP for each site under total control, VP for each troop in your trophy hall, the deck VP value for each card in your deck hand and discard pile, and the inner circle VP, and then VP tokens gained during the game. All right, so our AI had 87 over here. And for us, we had 23 in this stack, 47, and 26, which gives us a total of 96 to 87. So pretty close game. Hopefully it didn't make too many mistakes, but at least you got to see how Michael Kelly's AI works. So with that, hope you enjoyed this playthrough. If so, please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.